Ignore your current reality. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Self Love First, the channel where we create from the inside out. My name's Alicia, and thank you for joining me here. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most powerful and also one of the most difficult principles of manifestation: learning how to ignore your current reality. Most of us look at what is and use that as proof of what's possible. But the truth is, what you see right now is just old energy. It's the result of past thoughts and beliefs. If you want a new reality, you have to stop reacting to what is and instead focus on what it is that you want to create. The reason why your current reality isn't the full picture is because what you're living today is simply the echo of your past vibration, your past thoughts and beliefs. That's the time delay that we experience here as humans. If you keep reacting to what's in front of you, you keep recreating the same loop. Neville Goddard said, "Live in the end. Don't take your present circumstances as permanent. They're just temporary evidence of the old thinking." The key is to break this cycle by choosing to focus on your desired reality, not the visible one. We get caught in the trap of observing what is. For example, looking at your bank account and saying there's not enough in there only reinforces lack. Smile and say thank you to the money that is in there out loud. And then say you look forward to more coming in. That feels good. Get yourself in the habit of always saying what you have. It trains your brain to always look for the abundance of what you do have, which then trains you to get into the receiving mode. Abraham Hicks often says, "Don't take score too soon." The moment you measure progress by what's happening in your 3D, you slow down your manifestation. She encourages what she calls rampages of appreciation, and they work. It can shift your mood. Take out your journal and write down the dominant feeling you would feel in the receiving of your desire. Then find another word or feeling, and so on, until you have a whole page filled with high vibrational feelings. You must train your mind to imagine and feel the abundance that you want, even if it looks like the opposite right now. So, training yourself to ignore doesn't mean denying reality. It means detaching from it emotionally. You can acknowledge what's there, but then consciously choose not to feed it with your focus. If what a circumstance is doesn't make you feel good, place your focus on what would make you feel good. Because if you don't feel good, then you're not in alignment with what you want. So it turns into a negative feedback loop of the lack of it. It's always alignment first and then. I say it all the time, but it's worth repeating all the time. Remember, your brain is always looking for problems and threats. Learn to redirect where you're putting your attention. When you catch yourself obsessing about what is, pause and shift to what I prefer. Visualization, scripting, and affirmations are powerful tools here. When scripting, use the verbiage "I look forward to" or "I'm excited about" fill in the blank. When living from the end, ask yourself, how would I think, feel, and act if it were already done? Practice embodying that version of yourself daily. How would they dress? How would they talk? How do they think? What actions would they take today? What self-care would they do today? This isn't about forcing it. It's about gently training your mind to expect the new reality. We literally get what we expect, time and time again. There'll be plenty of proof of that if you look for it. Take any area of your life right now and examine it. Not to harshly judge yourself, but to get curious and ask, is this what I expected? Most of the time, the answer will be yes. Because whatever that thing is, remember, at some point, the universe said yes. Whether that was you saying money is hard to make or that you don't have enough of it, it said yes, you're right. So you can just as easily make the opposite decisions of those beliefs, and it will say yes to those as well, and send new situations, people, or opportunities for you to take inspired action on. Over time, the outer world bends to your inner picture. So I want you to pick one area where your current reality feels limiting. Write down the opposite. Make that new decision for what you want instead. Every time you notice the current reality, take a deep breath and say, that's old news. I'm focusing on my new story. My new identity doesn't look at the past where that old news lives. My point of power is always in the present moment, here and now. Repeat it until it becomes second nature. And it will. Because remember that a belief is just a thought that you play on repeat until the subconscious mind accepts it as truth. Let's do an EFT tapping round to help each other out with clearing out old news. Just tap where I tap and repeat after me. Side of the hands. Even though right now my old news is playing out, I unconditionally love and accept myself. Even if my old news is currently playing out, I completely love and approve of myself. Even if my old story is still working itself out, I totally love and honor myself. Eyebrow? All of these old stories, all of these limitations, all created by my own mind, side of the eye. I can accept those parts of me too. I can love those parts of me too. I'm sure I had a reason to think those things. Under the eye. These are just old programming. Old programming I've picked up along the way. Stories that I learned that aren't even mine. Under the nose. I'm questioning if they're true. Opening to other possible truths. Observing them without judgment. Chin. I think it's safe for me to release these old beliefs. Safe to release disempowering beliefs. Safe to feel that free. Collarbone. I know I was born worthy. I release all these limitations that don't serve me. And they don't serve anyone else either. Under the arms. Because the more I allow myself to have, the more I have to help others. And that helps the whole world. Top of the head. So I'm releasing all of that on a cellular level, letting go of all the old stories and stepping into the highest version of me. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And smile. That was very good. So remember, what you see right now is not the truth of who you are or what's possible for you. It's just the echo of your past frequency. By learning to ignore your current reality and live from the end, you align with the version of yourself who already has it. This is all just an illusion, a mirror of how you've perceived the world up until now. Reflecting back to you your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. And none of it is set in stone if you're willing to shift your perspectives, see through a new lens, and make new decisions. If this message inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Don't forget to grab your copy of my free Dream Life Manifestation Journal in the link below and have fun with it. I will see you in the next video. And as always, self-love first, always. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Talk to you soon.